Ja tervetuloa takaisin Blackwell Epiphanyin läpipeluseen. Mennään saman tien sinne tonne salille. Ja laittaa siihen toi päivämäärä. Eli 12.6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Itse asiassa on kaukana tämän hetkessä päivämäärästä, mitä mä tällä hetkellä elän. Se, että missä kohtaa mä sanotaan YouTubea on sitten eri asia, mutta
Relax, I'm here.
vihetää se kun koiraa. Auttaisiko tää mitään? Nyt se on silleen, että hei, se on mun isän syntymäpäivä.
Hey,
Hey man.
say, can we
Sure, we can do that. Hey miss, you're dripping water on the floor.
Oh, sorry.
No problem, just be sure to put on sneakers or something if you want to work out here. Anyway, let's check the schedule. How about Wednesday at 2:30?
Sure, sounds good.
Great, see you then. Looking good, Lisbeth. You're really improving.
No, kuolinpäivämäärä. Hyvä, että mä otin nää ylös. Olihan se varmasti oikein. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, June, kyllä. No 3. 18.
Hey,
Hey man.
say,
Sure. Seriously, miss, you can't work out wearing that.
Oh, I'm not here to work out. I'm just looking around.
Huh. Just be careful. I don't want that coat getting caught on any of the machines. Anyway, let's check the schedule. Huh? Is that the date? Hey, listen, I'm sorry, but there's an appointment I've got to keep. Can we sort this out another day?
sure, no problem.
Thanks.
Alright, se oli. Olisiko se täällä hautausmaalla nyt sitten? Kyllä tämä onnistui juurikin näin.
He's definitely lost in thought. Excuse me.
Hey, look, I really want to be left alone right now.
Sorry.
Looks to be in his 50s. Hey, Peter?
Oh, hey, look, I really want to be left alone right now. We'll talk later, okay?
Sure, no problem.
Pääsin eteenpäin, mutta nyt on taas jumissa.
It's too chip.
Mennään käymään täällä nyt sitten.
Coming. Oh, sure, come on in.
Your father.
Can't you tell me anything about your...
I told you, there are things I don't talk.
Your father is dead.
So your father is dead?
Yep.
Why didn't you just say that instead of sending me to the cemetery?
The only person to visit Dad was Peter, and he can't do that anymore. I figured Dad could use the company.
Really?
No, not really. I told you, there are things I can't talk about yet.
Peter visited the cemetery.
You said Peter visited the cemetery.
Once a year, on the anniversary of Dad's death. Peter was a damn saint.
Okei, siitä olisi tullut se vihje siihen.
Can you tell me about...
He died over 20 years ago. I don't see how it's relevant to Pete.
Tell me about...
Opening...
Is there anything else you can tell me about Pete?
I haven't spoken to him in years. I never wanted to, but here I am. Surrounded, I suppose if I want to get healthy, this is the place to do it.
Miten mä saisin sut menemään sinne?
Well, I'd better get...
Sure, you...
Mennäänkään mä vaikka siellä poliisilaitoksella kysymässä tosta. Kuka tän tuli? Onko se Connor sen nimi? Ei kai. Connor oli se isä. Kysytään siitäkin nyt sitten jotain vaikka.
Officer Palm...
Yeah.
Nyt oli Maggie. Kysytään Maggie Fieldingistä.
Do you have any information on a Maggie Fielding?
Let me check. Maggie Fielding. Yeah, she was picked up in a raid not too long ago.
A raid?
A drug den in Chelsea. Some dump called the Carth House.
I know it.
Huh. Of course you do.
Anything else?
Just that she and about a dozen others were sent to the hospital for a detox. They were processed and let go.
That's it?
That's it.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Maggie Fielding?
Just what I told you. She was picked up in a routine raid, then sent for an emergency detox and was let go.
Is there anything in the system about a Connor Fielding? He died about 20 years ago.
Let's see. Our records from back then are a bit spotty, but can't hurt to check. No, nothing comes up, but it's a very common name. Is there anything specific you can tell me about him?
He was in the Army.
Oh, then there might be something in the Veterans Association records.
Aren't those public?
Not everything. But fortunately for you, I can access everything. Okay. Archived records. Connor Fielding. Oh, seriously?
What's wrong?
Idiots. They had no idea how to archive data back then. I can only look them up by service number. You don't know it, do you?
I do actually. It's 070-234-541.
Well, that's handy. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Connor Fielding. Served in Vietnam from 1966 till 1969. Honorably discharged. Moved with his family to New York a few years later. Huh. That's interesting.
What?
It says here that the police were called to his apartment several times. Reports of raised voices. Possible domestic abuse. No charges were pressed, which is why it wasn't in our police records.
But it's in the military database?
Word gets around. Someone must have noted it in his VA file. Doesn't say much else.
So that info you got about Connor Fielding, what do you think it means?
Well, there's no evidence to support anything, of course, but nothing changes, does it? Some guy has troubles and takes it out on his family. Someone calls the cops on him, but no charges are pressed. Happens way too often.
And that's what you think happened here?
Like I said, nothing changes.
Mitään muuta?
So that info you got about...
Well, someone...
And that's what...
Like I said...
Well, I'd better go.
Sure.
Ei mitään kommenttia siitä. Cross-referensoidaan.
Connor Fielding is Maggie Fielding's father. Connor Fielding is the father of Maggie and Peter. He's dead and buried at Greenwood Cemetery.
No ei mitään erikoista.
Heather Goffstein. She worked for Ray, and now she's dead.
Pystytäänkö me mitenkään puhumaan tolle?
Hey, Peter?
Oh, hey, look, I really want...
Sure.
This tombstone is faded and hard to read. The exit isn't far. If I really need to get out of the snow, I'll just leave. This cemetery has dozens of tombs. I don't have time to search them all.
Käydään täällä. Jos vaikka puhuisi jotain sitä domestic violenceista. Mikä se on perheväkivalta?
Oh, coming. Oh, sure, come on in.
I learned a bit about your father.
I learned a bit about your father.
You did?
The police were called several times to his house. No charges were made. It's not hard to read between the lines.
Huh. Well, I suppose you know everything now.
I don't, but I'm trying to.
Why? Why do you care so much? What does my father beating the crap out of my mother have to do with how Peter died?
There's something bigger going on.
There's something bigger going on.
That doesn't matter. I can't take on anybody else's problems. I'm barely dealing with my own. I've been trying to forget this crap my whole life, and now I have a chance. I'm not going back to that. I'm sorry. I know you think you have good reasons, but I really need to be alone right now.
Listen.
Please, leave.
Okay.
You have such a way with people.
Are you still here?
Just leaving. Where are you going?
To visit my precious father. Not that it's any of your business. My neighbors are kind of twitchy. You'd better get out of here before someone calls the cops.
Alright, sain sen. Miten mä samaan paikkaan sitten?
She seems less angry than she was before, but not by much.
She looks like she stopped caring about anything years ago.
Maggie.
Huh?
Huh. I had a feeling you'd follow me here.
I didn't follow you. You got here after I did.
You're not gonna leave me alone, are you?
You know I try and help you whenever I can.
Not until I spill everything.
I've never pressured you to talk to me, Maggie, although God knows maybe I should have.
I'm sorry, but it's important.
Maybe it's because I'm out of that stuffy apartment. Maybe it's because when I'm here, I know he's really gone.
I know. I miss him too.
Talking about it. The fifth step. My sponsor said I didn't have to do them in order. Many people don't. I guess now is as good a time as any.
I'd like that, Maggie. I really would.
So, talk.
Tell me about your father.
Tell me about your father.
It's not about him. Not really. It's all wrapped up with Peter. It's always Peter.
What are you talking about?
What did Peter do?
What did Peter do?
Nothing. Everything.
Maggie, what are you talking about?
He took over my dad's gym, made it successful. I hated him for it.
Wait, what? Don't you remember how miserable I was? Drifting from job to job, hating all of them. Running Dad's gym was something I was good at. I thought you'd be happy for me.
Didn't Peter have lots of jobs he hated before he started working at the gym? Couldn't you be happy for him?
Happy? Happy that he took my father's name and made it revered?
I don't see the problem here.
The people in the neighborhood love that gym. They come by and say what a nice old man Connor Fielding was, and what a shame he died, and how nice that his son took up his legacy. Legacy. A legacy of bruises and hiding in the dark.
Bruises? What are you talking about?
You always believed her when she said she was clumsy. It was like some horrible after-school special.
Maggie, you're not saying what I think you're saying.
You never knew, did you, Peter? So wrapped up in yourself. You never saw what he was doing.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
Mom hid it from both of us, and I was too scared to say anything. In the end, it was just easier to say nothing and hate you. And now it's too late. For what it's worth, I don't hate you anymore, Peter. But I need to get on with my life. Goodbye, brother.
Goodbye? What do you mean, goodbye?
Sorry, I should go.
Maggie, wait! Maggie! I never knew! I swear, I never knew! I just don't understand. Huh?
Peterin hauta.
My God.
I'm sorry, Peter.
I remember. The ladder. It broke. Oh man. I don't feel so good.
Right, we don't have a lot of time. Peter, I need you to grab a hold of this.
What the heck is that thing?
No time, just grab. Well, that was close.
Did it work?
Let's get back and find out.
Hey, look who's here. Pete's safe and sound.
Safe as a dead guy can be, anyway.
Sorry, I know this is not exactly the reunion we expected after all this time, but you have no idea. I thought you were... Well, I explained that already.
So, Madeline, you got your spook. What have you learned?
It is interesting. This spirit is experiencing what would be considered nausea in a living person.
It figures. I've never had a stomach virus in my life until I died.
He is being pulled. There is the signature of another spirit at work.
A signature?
Yes, I can see it. It is faint, but I can see it. Only the power of this circle is stopping it from gaining a foothold. Unfortunately, it is too faint for me to see anything useful. And we dare not lower the circle. I need to examine another soul. One that is marked like this one.
And by another soul, you mean Heather, don't you?
Heather? Is she involved in this?
We all are, Pete. We all are.
This is all too much. First my sister, and now...
It won't be much longer. One way or the other, we'll finish this.
Alright, pieni hetken kaveri pisti viestiä. Alright, meni vähän ohi, kun piti jakaa keskittymistä tuohon. Tai siis, toi viesti rupesi häiritsemään mun keskittymistä.
He's definitely lost in thought.
Vieläkin.
Another bestower. After all this time, we have a lot to talk about when this is over. Madeline. She's been a spirit guide for... I'm sure she's got a... Father Michael?
Yeah?
Tell me about Heather.
Is there anything else you can tell us about Heather? Anything at all?
I just know she was a prostitute.
Ei mitään uutta.
You knew George Austin, right?
Yeah, years ago. We went to the Grace Group meetings together. He was... God, you should have seen him. A total mess. He looked like a street bum. I don't think he'd showered in weeks. But that was George. He only put effort into the things he cared about. The Grace Group helped him find what that was.
I heard he became an art dealer.
Yeah, none of us could believe it. George, least of all. He always used to say that he would never have discovered his calling on his own, and he would have wasted his entire life not knowing. I used to feel the same way.
Ja Piero.
Leah was part of the Grace Group, right?
It was over 20 years ago, but yes. She was a secretary at the time, I think. She was childhood friends with George Austin, and she brought him to the meetings, hoping to help him out. Turns out it helped both of them. She quit her job and joined the police force. She said the Grace Group helped her find her way. I suppose until now, it did.
Kendra.
Did you know Leah's daughter, Kendra?
My God, I heard what happened. Madeline told me that her soul passed on peacefully? That she's where she is supposed to be?
Yes, she's fine.
I see. You have my thanks for that.
No, mä veikkaan että Kendralla ei tosiaan ollut mitään hätää, vaikka se nyt liian lapsi olikin, mut... Tosiaan metsästää noita... Grace Groupin jäseniä. Ketä he sitten ikinä ovatkaan. Ei millään.
Are you familiar with Emil Haskins, Leah's ex-husband?
Sadly, no. Leah and I lost touch years ago. I didn't know she had even married in the first place until recently. But I feel for him. Do you know, there's no word for a parent who loses a child. The prospect is so unthinkable, we can't even name it.
Tähän lista on tyhjentynyt. Ei varmaan kyllä mitä sä osaisit sanoa mistään, mutta...
Do you know anyone named Jim Peebles?
No, sorry.
Did Heather ever talk about Ray? Her, boss?
Sadly, no. I'm sorry.
I guess we should get going.
Godspeed.
Kannattaa siis koskaan käydä tuolla yläkerrassa.
That's far enough!
Oh, come on. It's me.
Sorry. Bestower or no bestower, I'm taking no chances. Get back!
Fine.
Ja se oli osoittavinaan aseella.
Peter?
Oh, hi. Rosangela, was it?
Yeah, that's me.
Mike's been telling me about you. So you've been doing this a while, huh?
For about 4 years. These days, it's pretty much all we do.
I don't envy you, but I'm glad.
4 vuotta, eli ne aloitti vuonna 2010, okei. Niin niiden pelien välillä ei tainnut hirveästi olla aikaa, että pari kuukautta ja nyt tässä. Tämän ja viime pelin välissä oli nyt sitten vuosi.
Madeline?
Yes, Blackwell.
Sekään varmaan mistään mitään tiedä, mutta...
Michael said that a man named Benjiro ran the Grace Group meetings.
My host has said as much to me, yes. Sadly, he does not remember much about him.
Do you know anyone named Jim Peebles?
Apologies, I do not.
Do you know anyone named Ray?
Apologies, I do not.
I guess we should get going.
Of course. Keep us informed of your progress.
Joey, I'd like to talk to you.
What's going on?
I always used to wonder what it would be like to go to this school. Never thought it would take this. So I guess this Ray person is Heather's boss?
I suppose you could call it that, yeah.
Did Heather tell you anything useful?
Dunno. I should probably talk to her some more.
Te molemmat sitten sanottu tuota.
I got something to say.
Uh-huh. What's up?
This place was around even in my day. You ever go here?
No, it's one of the more expensive private schools in the city. Not really an option for a foster kid like me.
Right. Jim Peebles seems like a decent guy. Works too hard, though.
Because he works late into the night? We can hardly judge him for that.
Huh. Heather is... interesting.
Interesting.
Not a typical spook. She's not confused, not really lost. She seems quite happy, really.
This is a bad thing?
No, but she's either hiding something or... I don't know. We'll crack it, let's just keep doing what we do.
Ehdottomasti peittelee jotain privacy jne.
The Deacon. Gavin. Let's find him. Jim Peebles seems like a decent guy.
Because he works late.
Huh. Ray. So many names, it's hard to keep them straight. I get the feeling I didn't grill Heather enough. I should talk to her some more.
Ei se puhu mulle enää mitään. Tää peli vetää mua höplästä. Antaa tippiä, mutta kun ei kerro mulle mitään. Mitä muuta täällä nyt sitten mukaan voisi olla? Onko mulla mitään uutta täällä?
Excuse me, Heather?
Oh, hi. What's up?
So, tell me,
Ray?
do you know a guy named Jim?
I can't talk about it. I don't want to...
Well, Heather,
Sure.
Näkään siellä Rein luona.
Hi, Ray?
Rosangela, was it? How goes it?
Rose ei muuten enää tässä pelissä ollenkaan sanonut kellekään, että kutsu mua Rooseksi. Se alkoi nyt tykkäämässä sen suun täytteleästä nimestä. Olisi paljon tyylikkäämpi kyllä, Rosangela.
Well, best of...
Hi.
Hey, what can I get?
Well,
Se ei anna mulle sitä listaa. Täältäkään ole mitään. Se suus menemään ylös. Jääkärit, missä täällä olisi muuten tikkaat? Aina kun pitää sanoa tikkaat, mä sanon rappustit. Kun pitää sanoa rappustit, sanon tikkaat. Sitten täällä olisi mukaan niinku tie yläkertaa. Tää on siinä se yläkerta.
don't see why she'd want that. I don't think she'd want or need that. It's Ray's martini glass.
Kai puhaltamassa kumoon.
How odd. Denise, could you get that for me?
Hei, mä keksin.
Rosangela.
Well,
Best.
En tiedä minkä takia mä haluun tänne, mutta Joey puhalsi kumoon.
Oh, I miss Butterfingers tonight. Oh, Denise.
damn it! It's locked from the inside. That dumpster is covered in ice.
Mihin sun takki jäi?
A fire escape ladder, way out of reach. That must lead back to the street.
Open the dumpster.
It only opens a bit, but it appears to be empty.
Kick the dumpster.
Ow! I don't know what that was supposed to do, aside from making me walk with a limp.
Push the dumpster.
Oof, it won't budge. Okay, you can do this. Let's see.
No käydään kaikki läpi. Take a running start. Lol.
I'm really glad Joey wasn't around to see that.
Joey tuu katsomaan tätä.
Why'd she leave her coat inside? She's gonna die of frostbite out here.
Damn Joey and his not being able to feel cold.
Let's have a little talk.
What is it, Joey?
You doing okay? You're looking a little...
Freezing? Yeah, thanks for noticing.
Hey, Joey?
What is it?
Well, here we are, stuck in an alley next to a dumpster.
First class all the way. That's us.
En koettanut tää ovea, mutta se on tosiaan vissiin lukossa.
Locked. Of course it is.
You're not seriously going to try that, are you?
Quiet. Let me concentrate.
Take a running start. Tehdään tää uudestaan.
Ooh, it looked like that one hurt.
Lumi on pehmeitä.
Yes, Joey. It hurt.
Just saying, if it hurts, maybe you should stop doing it.
Mä olin ihan varma, että Joey olisi naurannut.
Are you sure you want to do that again?
Shut up. Let me concentrate.
Short, strong jump. Use your knees.
Darling, could I point out the obvious?
No.
Maybe you should leave the flying to the guy who can, you know, actually fly. Again?
Yes, again.
Close your eyes, jump, pray. Do it.
Not saying a word. Not one word.
Se on itsepintainen.
I honestly can't look anymore.
Jump with your arms extended.
Not saying a word. Not one word.
Okei, sitä taitaa toistavan tätä.
Honest.
Go for height instead of distance.
Not saying a word. I just can't come to grips with it. We don't have time to explore this place floor by floor.
Hitkonen. Tämmönen mieleen.
It's now a puddle of foul, coffee-flavored water, but at least it's melted.
Ehkä se nyt toimii.
Honest.
Pitääkö tässäkin sitten valitsit se oikea vaihtoehto? Jump with your arms extended.
Not saying a word.
Aha. Puhalsi.
It rippled a little, but otherwise there's no effect.
Hetkonen. Tossa on tommonen rägä. Uivassi.
I think I got it all, but I'm not carrying around this wet rag. Good thing there's a dumpster here.
Okei, nyt sen pitäisi toimia. Ihan sama mitä mä teen.
Honest.
Close your eyes, jump, pray.
Huh? How did you do that?
I flew. It's hard to see inside.
Okei, sä pääsit siitä sisälle.
You know, we've been through a lot, you and I. But sneaking into the secret office of a known flesh peddler, this tops the list.
No point in going back. I can't get back down the ladder.
Olisin kannattanut, halusin koittaa, mitä se ylhäällä on. No, olko.
These look like pictures of celebrities and politicians. I don't recognize many of them, but... Holy crap! Is that Kennedy? Pictures of young girls. I guess they all work for Ray.
Ilmeisesti kuvia, mitä toi Ray on ottanut itse. Ilmeisesti Kennedy oli yksi niissä, jonka hän on tavannut luonnossa. Onko se oikea sana? Luonnossa. Oikeassa elämässä. On tavannut. Se sana on.
Is that? Yes, it's a painting of Ray. A much younger Ray, but still Ray. Looks plush and comfortable. Better not stare too long, I might want to sit on it. It goes back to the fire escape. A bunch of phone numbers and addresses. It doesn't say who they belong to. If Ray has a client list, it might be on that computer. It's just a trash can. It doesn't look like there's anything interesting in Ray's trash can. I shouldn't disturb Ray's things. I don't want her to know I was in here. He keeps looking at those photographs.
Pictures of young women in interesting poses. A painting of a young and attractive woman in a state of undress. I don't recognize the model, but for some reason she looks familiar. Nice couch. I suppose it's comfortable if you care about that kind of thing. Goes back to the fire escape. I shouldn't leave her alone here. She might need me. Pictures of important-looking people. I don't recognize any of them.
Etkö muka tunne se Kennedyä?
She looks like she's beginning to thaw off. Looks like a bunch of phone numbers and addresses. Nothing relevant. Just your standard trash can. Another one of those computer things. Hey, get over here.
Uh-huh, what's up?
Let's do what we need to do and get out of here before someone sees us.
Joey,
What is it?
I don't care if we get caught. I'm just happy to be born.
Let's just do what we need to do and get out of here.
Okay, let's see here. Client list, client list. You're kidding me.
What?
It's a text file, clientlist.txt.
And that's good?
Good for us. All I need to do is transfer the file to this memory stick.
Mikä muka se olisi, kun tekstitiedostelu.
And we've got it. Some security.
I guess with this secret door and paying off the police, she didn't feel the need for any more.
That and she's a bit old. She might not know a lot about computers.
Huh, I can relate.
Tokihan joku lista voi tehdä johonkin, no melkein mihinkä tahansa. Painttiin, PowerPointtiin, mutta yleensä se ei ole niinkään, että missä muodossa se on, vaan että miten se on niin kuin, mikä siinä on turvatoimet. Siihen voi olla tässä salasan, siis on voi piilottaa ja kaikkea tämmöistä.
Ahem.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Rosa sanoo sama jutun. Oh, hi. You need better security.
I was just testing out your security.
Is that right? I've been meaning to glue that window shut. I suppose I should thank you. But first, give me that memory stick.
Tuli sulla kädessä.
Here.
Thank you. Now get your coat and leave.
Nice.
And I'd almost gone a full 3 hours without a restraining order.
Well, the night's still young.
And I need another cup of coffee.
Naiset ja niiden taskuttomat housut. Mulla oli se kännykässä. Kai, client list, kyllä. I have a list of all race clients. There are quite a lot of them. Voi, mummeli ei tajunnut, että mä latasin se jo mun puhelimeen. Hehe. Alright. Client list ja Ray.
Oddly enough, Ray is not listed as one of her own clients.
Jim.
A James Peebles is listed as being a client of Ray's, and the girl he saw was Heather Gopstein.
Well, this just got juicy.
James.
Excuse me, Heather?
Oh, hi. What's up?
Mut joo, tosiaan nyt tulee mieleen tää, että peli sanoo, että mun täytyy käydä grillaamassa heteriä, mutta ei mulla oo mitään grillattavaa ennen kuin mä saan mitään muuta, niin sen peli olisi pitänyt sanoa mulle, että niinku, että mene tutkimaan sitä baaria, mikä se olikaan mieluummin. Vähän nyt harahaa johtavat tipit tässä pelissä. Sä et pysty. No.
Do you know a guy named...
I don't want...
So...
Ray...
Well, Heather...
Really, mihin se hävisi? Se lista hävisi. No mennään käymään siellä uutistoimistossa.
Hi, Mr.
Hello, Roseanne. What can I do for you?
Jim, I know everything.
Jim, I know everything.
Sorry?
I know who Heather is and what she did for a living. I also know that you procured her services. There was a note in Tanya's apartment that said, I know about Heather. It was signed J.
That could have been anybody.
Do you really expect me to believe that now?
No, I don't.
Tell me about your involvement with Heather.
God, it was over 25 years ago. Working the late shift, sleeping during the day. Who has time for a social life? So, yes, I found other ways to meet my needs. Heather was one of them. I'm not proud of it, but I make no excuses for it either.
You said it was 25 years ago, so you stopped seeing her.
She quit the business. I didn't know what happened to her until she walked in that door. The new face of Good Morning. Tanya Corsi.
Tanya?
Yeah, the name was different. The hair was different. The whole attitude was different. But I knew.
Wait a minute.
Wait,
Let me
what?
get this straight.
Heather ja Tanja on sama henkilö, mutta niille molemmilla on kummitus. Erillinen kummitus. Nyt tää menee kyllä aika manfuckiksi. Heather and Tanya are the same person.
Heather and Tanya are the same person?
You didn't know? Isn't that what all this is about? She reinvented herself, changed her looks, got a gig as a weather girl, worked her way up to this newsroom, worked here for years, and never knew who I was until I told her.
Until you blackmailed her, you mean?
Look, 30 years I've been here, and I haven't moved from this damn desk. I saw an opportunity, and I took it. So, I wrote her that note. I threatened to expose her past. I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't expect her to go home and for that to happen. They said she fell in the shower because she was drunk, but she was only drunk because of me. So what now?
Eli Ginny laittoi sille viestin siitä, että I know about Heather, joka tarkoitti siis että se oli sen menneisyyttä, eikä että niinku, niillä on ollut jotain, jollakin on ollut joku salaisuus sen kanssa. Nothing, it wasn't your fault.
Nothing. It wasn't your fault. Tanya was smart. She knew that if you exposed her, you'd only expose yourself. You wouldn't have gone through with it.
Yeah, I had the feeling she'd call my bluff, but I was desperate.
When she died that night, it was for other reasons.
Other reasons?
Reasons that I can't get into.
I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks.
From what I've seen of Tanya, I'm surprised she didn't eat Jim alive after he pulled his stunt.
Something got to her before she got the chance.
Huh, no doubt about that.
No, mä tarvitsen jättää tämän videon nyt näihin mielenkiintoisiin vaiheisiin. Mun pitää jotenkin saada Heather ja Tanya yhdistymään. Tää on aika mindfuck. Mutta kiitos kun katsoitte ja jatketaan seuraavassa videossa.